Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Today, we're talking about Battlefield 2042 and the new class system coming to the game. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. What's going on? Why are they doing this? What will the class system look like? How will it work? Will this affect weapon selection? When is it coming? What feedback and where can I give it? How will this affect your gameplay? And my final thoughts. What's going on? On August 22nd, DICE had a development update for Battlefield 2042. In the video, they talked about updated maps, new weapons being added, and plans for the future. The big thing that got everybody's attention is what DICE proposes, to put specialists into classes like they've done in previous Battlefield games. That's what today's video is about. We're going to focus on specialists and this new proposed class system. DICE is telling you what they're thinking of doing. We'll have a set amount of time to give feedback before they have their final release of this new specialist class system that will debut in Season 3. Hopefully, this video will give you all the information you need depending on when you're watching this, so you can be knowledgeable with your feedback or better understand what is going on, or maybe just win an argument with Jerry in accounting. Why are they doing this? There are probably many reasons they're doing this now, but I think they're trying to balance the game. I think this has been in works for some time now, and they're just now getting around to the feedback stage. But tell me, what do you think? Why do you think they're adding classes to Battlefield 2042 now? I'm actually curious, so let me know in the comments down below. But here's what DICE says. Within the game today, Irish presently fits into the class role of engineer in Battlefield 2042. The current loadout system doesn't restrict him from expanding on and accessing gameplay to push him toward a different role. For example, Irish can heal other players through the use of medical crates, and when you encounter him on a round today, he may not be equipped to fill a vehicle support or anti-tank role. While that freedom opens up more opportunities to control how you want to approach your role, it also opens up a window to redefine what it means to be an engineer on the battlefield. As a result, this makes it more difficult to assess an enemy player when encountering them or understand what to expect from a friendly when playing the objective together. What will the class system look like? DICE proposes splitting the specialists into 4 classes in Battlefield 2042: Assault, Support, Engineer, and Recon. The Assault class will make up of Mackay, Sundance, and Dozer. Support, Angel, Falk, and the Season 2 specialists to be announced: Engineer, Lise, Boris, and Irish. Then finally, Recon, Casper, Pike, and Rao. But specialists will retain access to their own specialty and traits in Battlefield 2042. Also, Kevin Johnson, a community manager with DICE, said, "We are aware of how big of a change this may bring to current systems, and we are committed to maintaining the balance between these changes and specialist specialty and traits through future updates and balancing." They're also reworking various menus and screens in the game to ensure that classes are prominent and give you the best experience when choosing who to play as and what loadout to set. How will it work? Basically, this will add an extra gadget slot for your specialist. You'll be limited to what gadgets you can bring to the battlefield, plus the additional gadget will be locked to that class. Here's what DICE said in their core feedback briefing. "We're repurposing our open gadget system and restricting gadgets from selection when playing as certain classes. As an example, Casper is a recon, and in the future will always spawn with an insertion beacon. He would be able to select between the tugs, proximity sensor, or any other recon gadget, but not, for example, the medic crate support gadget, as that would be locked to a support specialist such as Angel." The new element that they're introducing is the class gadget equipment. When selecting a class to play, your class equipment enables your core purpose because it never changes. Your allies will always know what you can do on the battlefield. An engineer can always repair a damaged vehicle, and an assault can always keep pushing to the front line. However, you specialize in your role comes with your choice of specialist and loadout. Here's the class gadget equipment that comes with each class. Assault comes with the med pen. Support comes with the defibrillator, kind of like it is right now. Engineer, repair tool. Recon, insertion beacon. So again, each one of these classes now has an extra gadget that is just automatically there. The support class has had it this entire time. Angel and Falk have the defibrillator. Here are the gadgets available for you to choose from for each class. You can choose one: Assault, Smoke Grenade Launcher, C5 Explosive, or the IBA Armor Plate. Support, Ammo Crate, Smoke Grenade Launcher, Medical Crate, or M18 Claymore. Engineer, Anti-Tank Mine, Recoilless M5, FXM-33AA Missile, FGM-148 Javelin, or an EOD bot. Recon can choose Tugs, Proc Sensor, SOFLAM, C5 Explosives, or the Tracer Dart. Now, here are your throwables. The Assault class can choose either a frag grenade, smoke grenade, or an incendiary. Support Engineer Recon can choose the same thing, but also the EMP grenade. So they can choose a frag or a smoke or EMP or the incendiary. Not really sure why Assault they had the EMP removed. That might be something we can talk about in feedback. Speaking of feedback, before we go any further, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the video, and hopefully you're watching it all the way to the end because that helps us out. And if this video does help you out, hey, help me out. Do me a huge favor. Would you hit that like button? It would really help out the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. All right, back to the video. Will this affect your weapon selection? As of right now, no. This will have no effect on weapons. Here's what DICE says. We believe that our game plays best today when we allow you to play with a weapon that best suits your playstyle. Suppose you want to hold a lane as Boris. In that case, we don't want to prevent you from accessing long-range weapons, nor do we want to limit a Pike player from taking a more aggressive playstyle and equipping assault rifles. When is it coming? The proposed changes will not debut until Season 3, but right now is the time for feedback on what they're proposing. Speaking of which, we've actually got some links in the description down below, so if you want to give the feedback, you can go there. But here's what DICE says. We want to hear from you if you feel that specialists are currently categorized into their appropriate classes. Which gadgets and throwables do you expect to see in the loadout for each class? And lastly, are there further changes to specialists that you expect to see to help enforce class identity? A thread is available on the Battlefield forums, where you can share your thoughts and feedback. We'll monitor conversations across the various Battlefield community hubs, and we'll return to discuss the feedback you share with us and what we're doing with that feedback during Season 2. Now, I want to give you guys a great example of this from friend of the channel, Scooter Twist. They have gone into great detail expressing their thoughts about each specialist, which you should check out. I'll put a link to the Twitter thread in the description down below, so please go check it out, and maybe you can get some ideas for yourself. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, but it's a great example of what you can do when submitting feedback. How will this affect your gameplay? To be honest, that's hard to say because it depends on how you currently play. For example, your loadout may be closer to what is considered the Assault class. This might make your life a little bit easier by having the class equipment as an extra gadget, such as the med pen. You know, that might actually work for you. It might be help you out along the way. But if you're playing a medic with a rocket launcher, this will change your playstyle. But overall, if you still enjoy the game, you will find a way to make this work. Don't think of it as a limitation. You now have an extra gadget slot in a sense. And maybe this will bring better balance to the game, but only time will tell, right? Only time will tell. Okay, final thoughts. Look, I know that there's going to be some unhappy people out there, maybe for reasons for and against it. I get it. But I feel like this could be a good thing, because it could actually help with some balancing issues. For example, spotting, right? Currently, anyone can choose a proc sensor ball as a throwable. Like, you could replace the grenade with a proc sensor. Trust me, I do it all the time with pretty much every single loadout that I have. I use a proc sensor ball. There's a lot of points there. But with this proposed class system that they've got coming to us, that sensor ball will only be a gadget for the Recon class. Literally, they have to choose whether they want what? They have to choose between the sensor ball, tugs, a SOFLAM, C5 explosives, or a tracer dart. I mean, overall, that means that we're going to see fewer sensor balls in the battlefield and maybe less spotting, right? Also, the same could be said when it comes to rocket launchers. So if you want a rocket, you're going to have to play as an engineer. So it's going to change some things up a little bit. We'll have to just see how this works out. I don't think this is a bad thing. I think this is an overall good thing to a degree. Look, I like open gameplay. I like not having to worry about the class system. But if you guys know me and you watch the streams, we stream Monday through Thursday starting at 1 o'clock Eastern time. But you'll hear me talk about it all the time. I like balance. I think that it's a good thing, and maybe this will bring some. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the changes to see how they work. I like it. I like new things, so that it can't be a bad thing. We'll see what happens. I'm also looking forward to what they've got in store for us for Season 2. I can't wait. So, All right, guys. Well, that's it for me as always. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye for now.